G'day, guys. God bless you wherever you are and whatever time it is. Unknown prophet Fred Watkins coming on with a word that the Lord gave me, and this is going to concern some of you who seem to be concerned about whether I hold the words and why I hold the words when God gives them to me, because this one goes back a little bit. Before I give you that, there is another healing summit going to be online, coming from the Oasis Church in Middleton, Ohio, which is Dutch and Tim Sheets Church, actually. But they had such good reports from the last ones they did that they have decided that they believe that the Father wants them to keep doing it. So on April the 4th, they will be having another online healing summit. And they're calling for any church that wants to join or any people that want to join to feel free to come and join with them. It will be at Oasis Wired. That's OASISWIRED.org. OASISWired.org. If you're interested, it might be advantageous, particularly if you need healing, because apparently they have had some extremely good reports back from people being healed from the online prayers. So I give you that, and with that, I'll go back now to the word. This was given me back on the 8th of December of 2024. And I'm bringing it to you on the 15th of March, 2025. And for those of you that, like I said, are concerned about me not bringing God's word, and when I get it, I bring it when God tells me to. I had a vision, and as it began to unfold, I saw gray warships of all types. They were all steaming in convoy. And as I continued to watch, there was another convoy coming from the opposite direction, but they were all ours. They approached each other, and as they came together, they began to turn, and they all formed a single line, spaced out and separated as though they were drawing a line in the sand out in the ocean. They came to rest and were sitting stationary. And I got the impression that there were also submarines below them that were not stationary, but were prowling about and keeping an eye on things. As I continued to watch, another fleet began to approach from a distance. They were not our ships. Again, I did not see any sign of what country they belonged to. But suddenly, between us, there was an explosion out between the two fleets, which was still a good way from each other. And then there was a second explosion, both as though a submarine had been destroyed. I got the definite impression that they were both of the other fleet, not ours. The enemy fleet slowed to a stop. It was still a long ways away, and planes began to take off from their carriers. As they did, ours took to the air as well, but they were all staying within the areas of their own ships. It was as though everyone was trying to determine whether they should fight or not. They were just sitting there, and we were just watching and waiting. Eventually, the planes begin to return, enemy planes begin to return to their carriers, while ours continued to stay aloft. Then the enemy fleet began to move and turn back the way they came. Our planes landed, and our two fleets moved back into convoy and headed in the two different directions from which they had come. And the American flags were flying from all of the ships. Father said, "Son, you will not see the ships of the USA arrayed in this manner against the enemy." Hear that. You will not see the ships arrayed in this manner against the enemy. I have shown you this picture so that you will know exactly what I am relaying to you and to my people. There will be another attempt to possibly start World War III, but this one will be visible to all, the attempt. It will proceed as though there will be a major confrontation between forces. But while it is directed as a possible attack, it is also to test the United States and see if they will stand fast in the face of battle. And yes, the enemy will lose several vessels in the process, but will determine that they could not win the engagement, and so they will withdraw. This will not happen as I have shown you, but you must tell my people that the second attempt is imminent, and I am calling them to continued prayer. For those of you who feel prayer isn't necessary, I suggest you review the times I called for my people Israel to walk in my ways with prayers and actions, and they did not. What happened to them? They suffered greatly. They didn't think it was necessary at all. They said God will do whatever he wants to do. He doesn't see us and what we do. I don't call you to pray unless I have a reason to call you. Otherwise, I will simply let you walk as you determine to. And you that are saying you don't need to do what I called you to do is the same as saying, I don't believe in God. Just remember, I am. I love you all, but I can only work with those of you, my people, who will allow me to. That's the word for today, guys. So pray. I would say have no fear. I think this lays it out that God is not going to allow that Third World War to start. But don't pray as though there is no fear. Pray as though there could be fear. And our prayers will maintain with God so that there will be no fear. That's the word of the Lord for today, my friends. God bless you. Unknown Prophet Fred Watkins, signing off.